Hello. So, welcome to training number 2. I was totally like gonna look pretty for these, but it's like, I ain't got time for that. So this is what's happening. Hello, team. I like never know what to do with my hands. Okay, so this team training is going to be just things you need to know. A lot of this is sort of in the email that I send out when you sign up, but I want to go way more in depth of like terms, abbreviations, more clarification about the loyal customer program, being commission qualified, and all that kind of stuff. So you definitely need to get something to write this down. So I will wait. Will you get a pen and paper? Yeah? No? And I totally was hoping my son would nap through this, but he didn't. So I gave him YouTube, so hopefully we'll see. He might make an appearance. Okay. So terms we need to know. So it's pretty, so if you don't have a planner, you definitely need a planner. But if you want a pretty nifty one, that It Works sells one in your eSuite. And it's got all this kind of information in here. So I'm just going to go over some terms first, and then some other things about your eSuite, a little more into commission charts and stuff like that. So first, most important, commission qualified. Okay. So you have to be commission qualified every month. And the reason they do this is because a lot of distributors, like I put all my orders under other people. And there's a lot of distributors out there that have, their teams grow and then they kind of stop working, but they still have like 4,000 BV under their group. But it's like, it shouldn't be fair that if they're not working, they shouldn't be making this commission. So it's kind of a way to make sure that you're working and you're earning your commission. So a couple things is you always have to pay for your $20 website to be active. And I just have it set up to come out every month on the 15th straight out of Pay Portal. So it comes right out of my commission as soon as my commission hits. So you have to have your website on. If you ever decide you don't want to do this business, all you do, don't ever cancel, because that screws up. It makes me lose all my customers that I put under you. It makes it so I can't put anybody under you. So don't ever cancel, just turn your website off. I'll just throw that out there. So commission qualified. There's 2 ways to be commission qualified. You can either have $150 in BV from orders, from your loyal customers, from your personal orders, your loyal customers and all that kind of stuff. But when you get to the point where I'm at, I give all my customers to other people. So you can also have an 80 BV personal order that has to be set up through auto shipment to count. If it doesn't go through as auto shipment, and remember, auto shipments can only go through the 25th. You can't set up an auto shipment after the 25th. Any customer you set up after the 25th will just automatically be set up for the 25th of each month. That's when their auto shipment will come out. So you have to have your auto shipment set up to come out on the 25th. I have mine come right out after my commission too, because mine I just do a BV auto ship because I use tons of products. And so I just have that come out of my commission as well. But when you're new, that's not like something, you don't want to be spending $100 to make $100. So I can totally understand that. So you just need $150 of customer orders or 80 BV auto shipment. Okay. Those are your 2 options to be commission qualified and to be paid. Okay. And also your website. So that's what commission qualified. So auto shipments. So the auto shipments, it's the setup for auto shipment. So your loyal customers, to get perk points, the orders need to come out as auto shipments, but they're totally adjustable. You can edit them. So you edit your auto shipments in eSuite. And if your customers want to edit their auto shipments, you have to log in as them on your website or have them log in on their website and edit it. Okay. Distributor, that's you. I don't know. We don't need to go into that. So a loyal customer. So there's a couple ways you can be a loyal customer. You sign up to agree to do 3 months, and you can skip 1 month, only 1 month if you need to, but the date is completely adjustable, and it just has to be at least one product for 3 months. They can change their products. When you're going in and adjusting the auto ship it, you always want to add the new products and then delete the old products, because when you go to cancel the auto shipment, they're like, you haven't done 3, and it like will freak them out. So always add and then delete the stuff. So that same auto shipment is there. You're not deleting an auto shipment and starting a new one, because it'll mess up their perk points. Okay. So that's what and so the loyal customer also, so they're agreeing to that. But people can also choose to just pay a $50 membership fee, and then boom, they're not a loyal customer for life, and they can order whenever they want. So those are the two options. So if they do not finish the 3 months and they want out, they will be charged a $50 fee. So it's really important when you're signing up a customer that you have in writing that you have told them this, because if they decide after 1 month that they don't want to do it, and they go to It Works and they say, hey, I was never told I have to do 3 months or get a $50 fee. And if you can't provide a screenshot showing them that you told the customer, then that $50 will come out of your commission. Yes, you don't want that. So make sure that you are fully telling them what they're getting into. It's way better than having somebody get into it and want out and not know what's going on. If they sign up themselves on your website, then you're good. You just show proof that you gave them your website and they went and did it themselves, because they're clicking, yes, I agree to all this stuff. So make sure you're letting them know. Okay. So, but with the loyal customer program, after their 3 months are up, they will get their perk points for all 3 orders. If they cancel their auto shipment after that point, they only have 30 days to earn those perk points, and perk points they can use to purchase more products. So I always tell them, hey, if you don't want anything this month, just skip it to the next month, because you can continue to skip after those 3 months are over. So I just keep skipping, because if they get to a point where they've had 6 auto shipments, they'll get an extra $50 in perk points. And if they end up doing a whole year of auto shipments, they'll get an extra $100 of perk points. So I try to keep those auto shipments. I'll just skip months for them, and then we'll get into how I follow up with all my customers at the end of this. So a couple ways I want to clarify on the ways to earn cash. So one of the things that you get are product rewards. For every 2 loyal customers that you sign up and keep yourself, you earn product rewards. And right now you can either buy a pack of wraps that's normally $59 for $20, or now they have keto coffee. You can get a bag of keto coffee for $20. And when they call it wrap cash, that's getting that pack of wraps for $20 and then going and selling them individually for $25, and then you're making $75 after tax and shipping. And then the keto coffee, a lot of people are getting a bag of keto coffee and then selling each coffee for $5 or bigger bundles. Okay, so that's a way to make quick cash. Fast start bonuses are also a way to get quick cash. Okay, so a fast start bonus, is when you enroll a distributor and they get 2 loyal customers in their first 30 days and they're commission qualified. Okay, and then you get a $100 bonus, and those are paid out on Wednesdays. Those are paid out weekly on Thursdays. So if you sign somebody, say Wednesday, you're not going to get it, and they get 2 customers that day, you're not going to get it that week. You'll probably get it the next week or the week after that. If you go into your eSuite under reports, there is fast start bonus qualifications, and it'll show you distributors. It'll show if they're commission qualified and if they've gotten their 2 loyal customers. So that is a way in the beginning to make fast cash. If you want fast cash, is sign up those distributors, call everybody you know and be like, you need this business. Okay. So your monthly, and then your monthly commission, which is on the 15th of every month. And they do that so that, because they have to see at the previous month where your promotion lays. because if you, the higher up you promote, like, there's executive and then there's Ruby. The higher you get promote, the more commission that you make on your orders and on your downline orders. So they have to see where you end at the end of the month to see where your qualifications of, to see where you get paid. So those are on the 15th of every month. So, so the bonuses, I want to explain that too, because there's going to be some bonuses coming out for promoting. When I thought last December or last September or something like that, I was like, oh, I'm going to hit this $7,500 bonus and I'm just going to pay off this and that. So they are not paid off all at once, because then people would just get that $50 bonus and like quit, or $50,000 bonus and be like, I'm good for a couple months. So the promotional bonuses, I just want to clarify, because I want you to be like the $1,000 Ruby bonus my husband got. It was paid out over 5 months. So it added $200 to his paycheck every month. And to qualify for it every month, you need to maintain your promotion, or your, maintain your, what's the word I'm looking for? Maintain your rank. There we go. So if you get a Ruby bonus, you need to continue to be a Ruby in order to get that extra $200 on your paycheck. The bigger ones that are like 10,000, I think it spreads over like 7 months. So all of that stuff is in your eSuite under documents if you want more clarification on those. Okay. I already went over product rewards. Okay. So I'm going to explain a couple of these. So BV is bonus volume. Okay. That's the amount that you're going to make your commission off of. Every item has a bonus volume. You can see it on your website. You can look it up in your eSuite. And that's just pretty much what your commission is calculated off of. That's what BV is, okay? There's also GV, that's your group volume. How much your entire group, you and everybody under you, that's your overall group volume. And then it'll say PBV, that's personal bonus volume. So that's just you, because usually it'll show on eSuite, you'll see it shows your personal and then it shows your group. So that's what those two things are. Okay, personal bonus volume. Okay, and if you ever hear the term qualified leg, that is off of your top line. So this is you. These are each qualified legs, and a qualified leg is a group volume of 400 BV. Okay, and I'll explain charting in a minute. We'll get into that whole thing, but that's what a qualified leg is. Okay, hundreds list. We'll get into that too later. And then one more thing, when you hear a Blitz card, those little cards that you got in your welcome pack, and you can order more off your eSuite. They have a lot of business stuff in there, and people like hand them out. They take them wherever they want and just with their information on them. It says, hey, have you tried that crazy wrap thing? You can always order more than that on your eSuite. You can also order catalogs on your eSuite and all that kind of stuff. And remember, it's all tax write-off. So if you happen to be making a bunch of money next year, you can use it to write off your taxes. Okay. And then the abbreviation HAP, it's host a post. It's when you ask somebody to put a little post up on their Facebook wall that all their friends will see for referrals. Okay. And then LC is obviously loyal customer. When you see DT, that means a distributor. So when it's PLC, that's a possible loyal customer. And then a PDT is a potential distributor. So those people have not signed up yet. Okay. So those are some terms. Okay, and then I want to get into, I think I already did that. Organization. So it's super important to be organized, because as I'm going through like my friends list right now, like person by person, I went through my friends list once to ask everybody to host a post, and now I'm kind of going back through it, asking host a post, but also asking if they want to be offering them the business, or seeing if they want to be a product tester. And I'm finding there's tons of them that I had talked to and never wrote their name down on my list. So make sure you're writing everybody's name down. So a couple things that you need to be organized. You need a planner. Like, get a planner, okay? Anything that has like a monthly, thing, I'll write down my loyal customers. And then every time I speak to somebody and they're like, oh, I'll sign up on Friday, I put them their name down. Anybody. So I try to, anybody I'm talking to, they're like, yeah, I want to sign up, but I don't want to now. I get a date. When do you want me to get back to you? And I write them down in my planner. And then I'll also keep like my loyal customers. If I purchased anything for the business, that's what I use my planner for. And then the daily, like, cause there's daily slots, for information. I always have a checklist of everything I want to do that day. Like, I want to, get 5 new Facebook friends. I want to get 100 new Instagram followers. Like, I want to send out 30 messages, make sure I'm telling everybody about their wishing everybody a happy birthday, So I can go through and just throughout the day, check them off. And I also have reminders. Tonight's a team meeting. On Mondays, team meeting. On Mondays, opportunity call. Sundays are the online event from corporate. So those are super important. So that's what you need for the planner, okay? And then I also have, this is my life, my big binder. Look how big. It just got bigger. It was a tiny one and then it just, so on the front, I have my goals. Boom. I will pay off all my credit card debt. Like, I want to see what I'm working for. I'm like, I will have a 6-bedroom house with a water slide and a pool. I will be triple diamond by December. I will earn over $50,000 in bonuses. Like, so I have this so I can see this every day. This is what I'm working with. Okay. And then when I open it, I actually got this from the dollar store. This is what I was using for my follow-ups. So this is actually what I use for my follow-ups. This other one, I got this from the dollar store. It's pretty nifty. Because I want something I can cross off. I used my other one because I just got this one in January. More because I like to write down so I can go, ooh, I signed 5 loyal customers on the 16th. Ooh, I signed, so I keep track of that on that one. Okay, and then I got my paper that I use. Okay, and then I have all my downline, all their information. This is my downline that I personally signed up, or is kind of, some of you are on here even though I didn't personally sign you up, but it's because you're like a part of my team, Okay, and then I keep track of everybody that hosts the posts. All these I sent to you in that email. So I got my host to post. So I put their name, the date they hosted, and then I put, because I enter them into that contest on the Live Your Life, I put their number, because you assign the person a number. And then I will boost that post. Like, so if you go and put a new comment, it'll refresh itself in those people's feed. So then usually like on weekends or when I know a lot of people are online, like at night, because sometimes they'll put the post up in the morning, I'll go and just like drop another result thing or thank the person who hosted, or I'll just drop a, hey, I messaged everybody, it's in there, okay? And that's one's that. And then I got my catalog, and then that's a quick way when somebody's like, how much is this? Instead of like going to your website, I can just flip and be like, boop, this is how much it is, da 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 da. Okay. And then I keep track of all my potential LCs. Okay. I have a potential LC. I'm on page 30. Okay. And then I got potential DTs. And then I got all my customers, okay? So I write down all my customers' information and keep it, okay? Because sometimes they'll be like, oh, I need you to order. I try to get all their logins. If they sign in themselves, I ask if I can have their login. Everybody that I sign up myself, I put their loyal customer number and their password, because they'll be like, hey, Crystal, I want to add this. And I'll just go in and edit their account for them. Okay, and then also in the back, I have every day of the month. See, it says first, 2nd, 3rd. So when a customer signs up, say on the 4th, their auto shipment is going to be on the 4th. So I'll go to page 4 where it says 4th. It's not in here right now, but I put down their name. And then I usually place it under one of you distributors. So I'll put who I placed it under, because after I move them, I can't see them unless I click on you and click on your loyal customers. So I put where I put it. And then I also put like their first month. So that way, when I'm trying to like figure out numbers, I know how many auto shipments they've had. So I'll go January, and then I'll go February, March. And then that way I know they're done with 3. And I personally contact every one of my customers like 3 days, because 3 days before their auto shipment goes out, they do get an email. So I will message them as well. I'll be like, hey girl, your auto shipment's coming up. Is there anything you want to add? Is there anything you want to change? How's it going? It's just a way to make sure that you're keeping in contact with your customers, because that's the hugest thing. Is when I first started, I signed people up and then was like, bye. I never talked to them again. And a lot of them just lost and fell off the wagon. And the ones that I like talk to, you know, and then anybody who's like, I also keep track of what they ordered. And that way, if there's like a buy one, get one, I'm like, hey girl, I know you like them wraps. We're having a buy one, get one. Okay. And then I have a section where I put all my charts and all my charts of you guys. Okay. And then I'll go into charts in a second. And then I have my printout of my Facebook friends. And I told you, like, I did a video on that. I might have to do another one. Like, that was huge when I first started. So when I started like in January, and my upline quit. And I had just started to lose weight. So I had no team pages. I had no training, no nothing. I just kind of like went by the hair of my pants. I just signed enough loyal customers in order to get my free product, and was on my way. And I didn't really do anything until like, I think it was like May. Janae, you know, was like, hey, I see you're on this chart, and you know, you're kind of almost maintaining 400, you know, are you looking to make more money? And I was like, yeah. And that's when she was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. She gave me a checklist every day. And then one of the huge things that made me go from being just a normal distributor to a Ruby in a month was that host to post. It's huge. Like, that's where 95% of my customers have come from, is host to post. Once in a while I get one off of a post that I do, but most of them are host to post. And I just went through person by person, you know, and the worst thing somebody can say is no. Most of the time they'll be like, oh no, sorry, you know, my friend sells that, I can't. Or they'll just ignore you, which is totally good on my part. That's fine. But then surprisingly, there's a lot of people that will. And it was funny because the first time I went through my list, I skipped people because I was like, oh my God, me and her did not get along in high school. I don't even know why we're friends on Facebook. I'm too embarrassed to ask her. So it was a lot of people I just skipped out of like embarrassment, and I was like really shy. And then it was funny because I went back through and was like, after I got to the end, I was so comfortable. I had done it so much that I was like, you know what, I'm going to go back through. And all those people I had crossed out and skipped were like the ones that wanted product and the ones that host a post. Because another thing is, when you ask somebody to host a post, they may be like, no, but I'm interested in this product. Or yes, and I want to buy it. Or any of that. My son's getting out 4 yogurts. He doesn't even know how to eat yogurt. Anyway, so that was definitely the first thing to help me get comfortable, to get to a point where I can now just message people and ask them about the business, or message people. So that's always like step one. And it's huge. You got to like, the girl who did our team training this week, she signed 105 loyal customers this month from host to post. I mean, it was crazy. So I have my Facebook friends, and so that is my binder. So that is super important. Okay. And so then I wanted to go over commission and explain it a little bit, along with the charting. Okay. So we're going to start with this first chart. Okay. Your very first promotion option is executive. Okay. As an executive, you're right here. And so then all it means is you have 2 people below you where their group volume, I thought it was personal volume. I thought that one person had to have 400. No, if she has another distributor under her, it's their combined combines them. So that was pretty awesome. So you just have 2 people. Okay, and so then when you hit executive, you earn 10% for them, and then you earn 10% on the commission under them, and then 5% on your 3rd level down. Now, I was executive, and I was trying to get to executive, and my upline was like, you're commission qualified. You already have 150. You should be giving your orders to the people below you. But I'm thinking, if I keep it, I get 15%. And if I give it to her, I only get 10. Nope. I just figured this out because I like analyzed the heck out of the commission. So say you sign a loyal customer and you give it to her. You still get the 5% enrollment bonus, and you'll still get 10% for the commission being here. So whether you give it to her or her, you still make the same commission. Now, if you go way down, yeah, you won't be making as much commission, but you'll be promoting, and promoting in the long run, you'll be making more commission. So this is your executive, okay? And so that's usually an average of about $250, $200 a month, okay? And then your promotion after that is Ruby. Okay, Ruby is you have 1 executive, okay? And then just 2 people off your upline. You can't just have 4 yogurts. How about a banana? Hold on. You gotta turn that down. Hold on. Here, why don't you eat a banana? This is car. Good, I listen to this thing all day. Okay, we're gonna turn that down a little bit. Okay, eat your banana. Okay, so Ruby. So Ruby is having 1 executive under you, and they just have to be commission qualified. Yes, all your promotion spots, they have to be commission qualified. And then they just have to have 2 people under them, and then 2 people off your upline. Okay, and so also, say this person decided they're just not doing it, they're not working. But say this person is an executive and has 2 people under them. That can count as you're an executive. Like my Emerald is like 6 people down on the list. As long as you have an executive off of one of these lines, it doesn't matter how far down in your tree, it counts as your executive. Something else I learned too. I was like, yeah, okay. And then this is gonna be a hot mess. And then your Emerald. Okay, Emerald is easy. It's just 2 rubies and 2 off your top line. Okay, and so then once you get to that, you get 10%, 5% on your 3rd, 4th, and 5th level, and 2% on your 6th level, all the way down until your next Emerald. So, so Emerald is pretty awesome, but where it really makes an Emerald, as an Emerald, I was making about, it would vary between like $900 a month. Plus I was making commission off my husband because as an Emerald, this is what I did. So in my Emerald chart, because I had distributors and I had orders that needed to go somewhere, so I signed up my husband and made him a Ruby. So I was making commission on him and as me. I was getting promotions and bonuses. I got a $1,000 bonus for making him a Ruby. But you just have to know that you're gonna have to like kind of take care of that. But as long as, you know, you have people in here working, you're good, okay? And then the only other one I'll go to is to Diamond. Diamond is what I'm gonna hit. I've been charted for a while, but I haven't hit it because my Emerald right here, she quit. She decided, I think it was in like October, November, that she just wasn't working anymore. And there was just too many spots for me to have to fill on top of my, so you need an Emerald and a Ruby and then just 3 extra people to get the Diamond. But somewhere down her chart, like way down here, is another girl who is emerald. So she's going to be my emerald. It can be anywhere down this leg. She's going to be my emerald for me to hit diamond. And then she's going to be my diamond when I hit double diamond. It's happening. So when you get diamond, your commission just bursts wide open. It's like crazy. You get like way higher commissions. Plus anytime after you hit diamond, anytime you sign up a distributor, instead of getting $100, you get $180. And then anybody that she ever signs up, you get $80. And then so forth. And so everybody that you sign up or signs up under the people that you sign up after you hit diamond, here comes my son, you get $80 for. So it just gets crazy. And that they add that onto your commission. And so the monthly commission average for a diamond is $2,000 a month. So that is charting. I have most of your guys' charts. I usually know how far away you are from hitting things. So if you ever want to know. Okay. So commission charts, this is getting longer than I wanted it to be. Some apps. Okay. I don't know if you've Googled it, but there is an It Works Office app. Make sure you've downloaded that. You can sign distributors, customers through there. It's a way to see your account at a glance, see if you're commission qualified, see what your total order is. It's where, the company gives promotions. If we have a buy one, get one, any information pops into your It Works office. There's also the It Works Pay portal where you can control your pay and look at your pay and transfer your commissions and all that kind of stuff. And then we have a new app that's Live Fit. That's pretty awesome. I send it to all my loyal customers now when they sign up. So when I sign up a customer, I send them a thing that says, hey, your order has been submitted. Here is your loyal customer number. Here's your password. I kind of explain you are set up on a, you'll receive your orders every month on whatever it was, the date, the 23rd. Let me know if you want to change or edit anything. I can do that for you. But if you want to log in yourself, here's my website. And then I say, here's some tips and instructions. And so if it's like a cleanse or something, I have a little cleanse instructions that I just send them like, hey, don't refrigerate it, drink it, 30 minutes before your breakfast and your dinner, eat healthy, drink lots of water. So I give them their product instructions. And then I have these tips to success that I have written up that I used to lose 35 pounds last year. Just making sure to eat multiple meals a day, try to eat your carbs earlier in the day, ways to curb all that kind of stuff. So I have those that you can send out too. And so now I also, if you log into your Live Fit app, there's a little thing that says share. I click that and I send them a link to our app. And I was like, here is our app. It has a daily recipe and a daily exercise tip. And they get to like spend coins or something. And it gives them, because their app looks different than our app, but, and they earn coins towards free products. And they can also shop. If you send them your link, they can shop your store through that app. So those are some important, and make sure you have your Zoom cloud meeting downloaded. That is where we have our weekly meetings and our power hours and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if you know what a power hour is. So if you look on our page, we have power hours at, I think, 7 and 11 and 7 o'clock at night. So where you can log on to the Zoom meeting with somebody and they'll run the power hour and they'll be like, okay, for the next 10 minutes, just go friend request people. Okay, for the next 10 minutes, send this message out to ask people to host a post. It's kind of a way to make sure that you work for that solid hour. And it's kind of a fun way because then they like spit ideas and they like give you, hey, here's this message, go try this. And those are on your Live Fit app and Make It Happen wrappers. You can find it on both of those. Okay. And then the other one, if you have an iPhone, you should have Captivate. And if you have an Android, you should have Followers Analyzer. They both, you can set it up so they'll automatically follow people on Instagram for you. And that way people follow you back and you grow your followers. Oh, profiles. That was another thing I wanted to go over. Oh, I have it at the bottom of this. Okay. And they can unfollow. So once a week, because you don't want it to be like you have 2,000 followers, but you're following 9,000 people, because then it's like this lady's fishy. So once a week, I do an unfollow. I unfollow anybody who's not following me. Okay, and the apps can do that too. Captivate, I think they both do have a little fee. It's like $4.99. I don't know. But so those are good. And then make sure you have some good photo editors. Like, make sure your photos are on point. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to posting. Because I'm telling you, people will stop and read your posts, even if it's just like a pretty flower, a selfie, picture of your kid. But then you could be like, hey, like, just try to make sure that all your posts have a photo and it's a pretty photo. Because they'll stop and read what you have to say more than, I'm just looking for some people who want to lose weight. People are not going to respond to that. Okay? You need emojis. You need to draw people's attention. People are scrolling all day. So it's really important, too, to get an idea of what it should be looking like. You should be following our leaders, Jamie Park, Christy Christensen, Janae Santiago. Mine's getting better. But Jade Hooper, like, follow one of them and look at them. You look at their profiles, you can't even tell they sell at Works. It's important that your profiles do not look like you sell at Works, because nobody's going to follow you. Nobody's going to want to be your friend. So you need to make sure they're pretty. And so I'll go in on both of the apps, and if stuff looks too like before and afters, like the day after, I'll make sure I've contacted anybody that liked it or commented on it, and then I'll delete it. Or if it's Facebook, I'll just hide it. And then you can always find it later through the search bar. So make sure your profiles are pretty. Make sure you're using both. Okay, another good thing is, so you can't send your website address to people through Messenger and Instagram. I think you've noticed that. Back in the day, I used to get their cell phone number and text them. But if you go to the website, you have to go to the website. It's called Linktree. And as long as you have an Instagram, I don't know why, it just attaches itself to Instagram, but you can I'll send you my Linktree if you want to see it. It's a little thing, it's like a Linktree address, and if they click on it, it shows your profile picture, your name, and then you can create these little things. Like I have a button that says shop. So it's for new people to just click and go shopping. It takes them straight to the shopping portion. I have one that says returning customers. So they can click it and it'll send them straight to their account information. And then I have one that's like sign up as a distributor. And so they click it and it takes them straight to sign up as a distributor. And this is a website that you can send through any facet. So let me know if you want to set up a link tree and I can help you. Last thing, because this is getting super long, I'll do today is eSuite. So I just wanted to make sure that I clarify. So if you want to sign up a new loyal customer, you can do it. You can do it on eSuite. I've done it before, but I just go to my website and pretend I'm them. That's where you set up your customers, or you can set them up through the app too. And then it orders through the eSuite or your own personal orders, or if you're doing a single order. Like once in a great while, if like somebody just like, I just want one cleanse, I just want to do a quick, and it's like apparent that they don't want to sign up for the loyal customer program, I will offer to do a single order, and I'll do like one or two if they're like friends or family. Okay. And that's what you would do through eSuite. You would just change all the information to be their stuff. And so those will always show up under order history, and over at the right side of it, you can always click on it, and you have 3 days to move an order if you want to move it to a distributor below you. You just click and go move, put in the distributor's ID that you want to move it to. If you sign up a loyal customer and you want to move them, you click on reports and click over on the right under personally enrolled team, and it'll show distributors and loyal customers. that are available to be moved, because you have to move them within 72 hours. And that's the same. You'll slide over to the right, click move, and give them to whatever distributor you want to. Okay, so eSuite. Another great thing is your tree viewer under reports. Tree viewer, that's where you can look at all your downline, all their loyal customers. You can see if they're commission qualified, all that kind of stuff is in there. And then the person in the world team, and that on the eSuite, you can edit your auto ship. And then you can also edit your website auto ship as well. Document library is a great place. You can print out these charts. You can print out, like if you're gonna throw a party in someone's house, you can like print out all kinds of stuff. There's a ton of stuff in there. You should go look. And there's also the training library there too. Like you can click on University of It Works, and there's tons of videos about everything. Under reports, you can click downline orders, and it shows you all the downline orders. That's where you can tell also if any of your customers' credit cards have been declined. So after the 25th, I always double check that, because I'll be like, hey girl, did you